Who are the 8 great bodhisattvas? And why are they so important to Mahayana Buddhist practice? Why are they also called the 8 great heirs or 8 great heroes? In what way do they represent the 8 great qualities of Buddha? How do the 8 bodhisattvas relate to the Eightfold Path taught by Buddha? We answer these questions and more, and present the mantras of the 8 bodhisattvas in this introduction to the 8 great ones.
The 8 Supreme Bodhisattvas, also known as the 8 heirs or the 8 heroes, represent the 8 great ideals of the Mahayana path. They also represent the Eightfold Path as taught by Buddha in his very first teaching, through the compassionate lens of Mahayana Buddhism, the Bodhisattva path.
They are integral to the great vehicle path of Buddhism, a philosophy that embraces compassion and wisdom for all beings. The 8 great bodhisattvas represent the 8 great qualities of Shakyamuni Buddha and are most often shown surrounding Buddha in older paintings.
The 8 great ones appear in many sutras, asking questions of the Buddha, probing with deeper and more profound questions. For this reason, they are called the 8 great heirs, the heirs of the wisdom, compassion, and activities of the Buddha. They are the Buddha's children of knowledge and enlightenment, who remain in samsara to help all beings in 8 different ways.
We see the 8 great bodhisattvas represented on the bell in the all-important bell and vajra of Vajrayana. The bell is considered a symbolic mandala in the shape of a stupa. Around the mandala at the top of the bell are the symbols of the 8 great bodhisattvas and the 8 petals of the lotus.
They are more than just symbols. They are fully enlightened beings, yet they embody the 8 great qualities of the Buddha. They are the saviors and heroes of Mahayana Buddhism. Iconic of the Bodhisattvas is the great Lord of Compassion, Avalokiteshvara, also called Chenrezig, or Guanyin, who is one of 8 great heroes and champions of compassion and wisdom, the Mahayana path.
The most famous of these heroes are the 3 great bodhisattvas, who each represent one of the most important aspects of Buddha qualities. Wisdom, represented by Manjushri. Compassion, represented by Avalokiteshvara. And power, represented by Vajrapani. Yet the remaining 5 are no less important aspects of enlightenment. Together, the 8 represent qualities we desperately need in our tumultuous world.
The compassion and wisdom of the Bodhisattvas are reassuring in times of crisis. Today, with war, sickness, and economic devastation, and the inevitable hunger and suffering that follow such disasters, we take refuge in our compassionate Bodhisattva saviors. The Bodhisattvas are the saviors, the champions or heroes. They are also emanations of Buddha's 8 great qualities.
The 8 great qualities of Shakyamuni Buddha are wisdom, compassion, power, activity, merit, qualities, aspirations, and blessings.
Although it can be beneficial to focus on the specialist manifestations of Buddha's qualities, at times when we specifically need that quality in our lives, such as protection, healing, wisdom, it is important to understand that all bodhisattvas and Buddhas embody fully all the enlightened qualities.
Vajrapani, though known as the fierce, wrathful activity of Buddha, is equally compassionate and wise. In sutras, we see him asking Buddha some of the most profound questions.
What do we mean when we say the bodhisattvas embody the ideal of the 8 qualities of the Buddha? In the teachings, the 8 qualities are wisdom, compassion, power, activity, merits, richness, aspirations, purifying, and blessing.
Manjushri embodies Buddha's wisdom.
Avalokiteshvara embodies Buddha's compassion.
Vajrapani embodies Buddha's power.
These 3 qualities and bodhisattvas are known as the Buddha's qualities that benefit others. The remaining 5 embody Buddha's merits and activities.
Maitreya embodies Buddha's activity. He is the most active because Maitreya is to be the next or future Buddha.
The Earth Store Bodhisattva Kshitigarbha embodies Buddha's merits and the richness derived from merits.
Samantabhadra embodies the aspirations and conduct of Buddha through the practice of prayers, offerings, and the entire Bodhisattva path.
Akashagarbha embodies Buddha's blessings and blessing qualities.
Savanivarana Vishkambin embodies Buddha's practices and qualities, and in this way purifies obstructions.
Collectively, these are the 8 qualities of Buddha that benefit others and the self.
In other ways, they also exemplify the 8 qualities of the Dharma and the 8 qualities of the Sangha.
Although the practice of each of the bodhisattvas encompasses the entire Noble Eightfold Path of the Buddha, the individual bodhisattvas represent a particular emphasis. For example, Manjushri embodies right understanding through wisdom.
Avalokiteshvara exemplifies right speech, as he teaches compassion and embodies the virtues of the Padma or Lotus family of compassion, who represent Buddha speech. For instance, we see the purity of his speech in his perfect teaching in the glorious Heart Sutra.
Vajrapani exemplifies right action as he demonstrated in various sutra stories as the protector of Shakyamuni Buddha.
Maitreya exemplifies right effort as demonstrated by his heroic mission to be born as the next manifested Buddha in our worlds.
Kshitigarbha, called the Earth Store Bodhisattva, exemplifies right livelihood through his association with the auspicious earth element.
Samantabhadra embodies right thought through his glorious Bodhisattva aspiration vow and his supreme practices and prayers.
Akashagarbha exemplifies right concentration.
Sarvanivarana Vishkambin exemplifies right mindfulness.
Practicing the 8 great bodhisattvas, brings these qualities into your life. We can say we are practicing Samantabhadra's quality when we aspire to practice the great bodhisattvas. The practice can be as simple as taking refuge in making offerings, visualized or real. You don't have to have a shrine to practice, but as your enthusiasm and faith grows, it's helpful. You can simply visualize 8 beautiful bodhisattvas in front of you.
If you have a shrine with a bell and vajra on it, you have the symbols of the 8 great ones already there. The 8 great bodhisattvas are represented by the 8 petals on the lotus mandala on the top of the bell.
The 8 great bodhisattvas are not limited in form. For instance, we see Avalokiteshvara in countless forms of compassion: male, female, 1,000 armed, peaceful, wrathful, and so on. This is because compassion has many faces.
It is no different for all the bodhisattvas. In temples you may see male and female aspects of all of them. What is important is to remember their name, their unlimited qualities, and to emulate those in your own life. We do this by following the Eightfold Path and aspiring to the 8 qualities of the Buddha and the 8 bodhisattvas.
The mantras of the 8 great bodhisattvas can be practiced by anyone. No permission or special transmission is required for the great ones, although receiving teachings and empowerments is always a blessing. A very quick practice is to chant the mantras of whichever bodhisattva you feel closest to, or the one who focuses on what you need most right now: wisdom, compassion, activity, and so on.
We have many of these mantras chanted beautifully in Sanskrit on our YouTube channel and on buddhaweekly.com, and for streaming on music services. See the information icons for links. Ideally, mantras should be chanted in Sanskrit, the language of the Mahayana Sutras. Here, we recite the 8 shorter mantras, or heart mantras, of the 8 bodhisattvas. Most of the bodhisattvas also have profoundly powerful dharanis, which we'll cover in other presentations.
It can be helpful to visualize Shakyamuni Buddha in the center, surrounded by his 8 great bodhisattvas. Always take refuge first before chanting mantras, and dedicate the merit for the benefit of all sentient beings at the end. It is best, as we do here, to make sensory offerings, either visualized or real, and to reaffirm the 7 limbs of practice of Samantabhadra, which is literally the entire practice of a bodhisattva. Here begins the recitation.
I prostrate and take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and to the 8 bodhisattvas, until I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. I prostrate and take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and to the 8 bodhisattvas, until I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. I prostrate and take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and to the 8 bodhisattvas, until I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. I offer real and imagined flowers, incense, butter lamps, scent, food, music, and so forth. Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please accept them. I confess all my faults from beginningless time until now, committed with a mind under the sway of the afflictions such as the 10 non-virtues. I rejoice in whatever merit has been accumulated, in the 3 times by hearers, solitary realizers, bodhisattvas, ordinary beings and others. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma according to the intentions and mental dispositions of sentient beings. Until samsara is emptied, please do not pass into nirvana, but look with compassion upon sentient beings that are drowning in the ocean of suffering. May whatever merit I have accumulated become the cause of enlightenment for the benefit of sentient beings. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the sublime happiness that is free from suffering. May they rest in the great equanimity that is free of the duality of attachment and aversion. Thus we gather the accumulations through prostrating, offering, confessing, and generating the two types of bodhicitta of the preliminaries. Now I accumulate wisdom, compassion, and activity with the mantras of the 8 bodhisattvas. To the Bodhisattva hero fully enlightened Manjushri, wisdom of all the Buddhas, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Omarapachana Thee, Omarapachana Thee, Omarapachana Thee. To the Bodhisattva hero fully enlightened Avalokiteshvara, compassion of all the Buddhas, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Om Mani Padme Hum Hri, Om Mani Padme Hum Hri, Om Mani Padme Hum Hri. To the Bodhisattva hero, fully enlightened Vajrapani, activity of all the Buddhas, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Om Vajrapani Hum, Om Vajrapani Hum, Om Vajrapani Hum. To the Bodhisattva hero fully enlightened Samantabhadra, perfect conduct of all the Buddhas, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Namah Samantabhuddhanam, Samatanugata Viraja Dharma Nirjata Mahamaha Svaha. Namah Samantabhuddhanam, Samatanugata Virajat Harmanirjata Mahamaha Svaha. Namah Samantabhuddhanam, Samatanugata Virajat Harmanirjata Mahamaha Svaha. To the Bodhisattva hero fully enlightened Maitreya, perfect activity of all the Buddhas, the future Buddha, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Om Maitri Mahamaitri Maitreya Svaha. Om Maitri Mahamaitri Maitreya Svaha. Om Maitri Mahamaitri Maitreya Svaha. To the Bodhisattva hero fully enlightened Ksitigarbha, perfect merit of all the Buddhas, earth store Bodhisattva, Lord of the 6 ways, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Namah Samantabhuddhanam Hahaha Sutanu Svaha. Namah Samantabhuddhanam Hahaha Sutanu Svaha. Namah Samantabhuddhanam Hahaha Sutanu Svaha. To the Bodhisattva hero fully enlightened Sarvanivarana Vishkambin, perfect qualities of all the Buddhas, hero who blocks all the obstructions, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Namah Samantabhuddhanam Asatvahita Bhyudgata Tram Tram Ram Ram Svaha. Namah Samantabhuddhanam Asatvahita Bhyudgate Tram Tram Ram Ram Svaha. Namah Samantabhuddhanam Asatvahita Bhyudgata Tram Tram Ram Ram Svaha. To the Bodhisattva hero fully enlightened, Akashagarbha, perfect blessings of all the Buddhas, hero who purifies all negativities, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Namah Samantabhuddhanam Akasha Samatanugata Vichitram Baradhara Svaha. Namo Samanta Buddhanam, Ekesho Samatanugata Vichitrambaradara Svaha. Nama Samanta Buddhanam, Akasha Samatanugata Vichitrambaradara Svaha. By the power of praising and supplicating you, wherever I and others reside, may illness, obstructive spirits, poverty, and fighting be pacified, and may the Dharma and auspiciousness flourish. Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and the Sangha, please heed me. From the great beginningless samsara, I and all beings have performed the virtue of cultivating generosity and ethical discipline, and have rejoiced in the expression of these deeds. By the virtue practiced thus with the mind of holy generosity, and for the sake of our parents, teachers, masters, and all sentient beings, may we achieve Buddhahood. By the merit arisen from this virtue, may we acquire all the perfections such as life, merit, enjoyment, a retinue, and virtuous practice, and may all obstacles be pacified without exception. May I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings.
Here ends the recitation. We dedicate the merit of this presentation to the benefit of all sentient beings.